on 38th 6 2002. So these are the particulars. This is a debit side, this is a credit side. In this problem we are having only one adjustment. The adjustment is closing stock. So it is very easy to enter the closing stock. So once we enter at trading account credit side, then we enter balance sheet asset side. So that you know very well, the every adjustment we have to enter 2 times in final account. Every adjustment we have to enter 2 times in the final account. Here, by luckily in this problem we have only one adjustment. The adjustment is closing stock. So value is 35,000 rupees. So this closing stock adjustment or particular or transaction we enter first in trading account credit side, then balance sheet asset side. So these are the particulars. So this is the debit side, this is the credit side. So now I'm going to enter all the transactions in the book of the final account of Mr. Reddy and Company. So go for the first particular here. So the first particular is sundry debtors. First particular is sundry debtors. Where we get the sundry debtors? In which account we get the sundry debtors? So that you know very well, the sundry debtors we having in balance sheet asset side. So I'm entering here sundry balance sheet asset side sundry debtors. What is the value? The value is 64,000 rupees. I'm entering 64,000 rupees. Here sundry debtors 64,000 rupees. So sundry debtors we get in a balance sheet at asset side. In a balance sheet your asset side sundry debtors 64,000 rupees I entered. Then go for the second transaction, plant and machinery 1,54,000 rupees. Plant and machinery. What is plant and machinery? Plant and machinery also asset. Where we enter your balance sheet asset side I enter plant and machinery. Plant and machinery. What is the value? 1,54,000 rupees. So I entered 1,54,000 rupees. So that is the plant and machinery I entered. Then go for next one, purchases. Where we get the purchases? In a trading account, your debit side, there is a purchases. For the purchases, there is a adjustment. So that's why I'm entering in a inner column. Inner column. So what is the value of purchases? So go for the problem. The purchase value is 68,000 rupees. 68,000 rupees. I'm entering here 68,000 rupees purchases. Next, your sales return. In a order you go for it. What is the next one? Sales return. What is the value? 1,000 rupees. What is sales return? Where you get the sales return? Your sales return we get in a your sales return in a trading account credit side we have a term sales return. So what is the value of sales return? 1,000 rupees. So you enter 1,000 rupees here. Sales return completed. The next one, opening stock. We get in a trading account, your debit side, opening stock. What is the value of opening stock? 30,000 rupees. So you enter 30,000 rupees. Opening stock, 30,000 rupees I entered. So opening stock completed. Then discount allowed. Whatever the discount we get in a profit and loss account. So discount allowed is a debit side, discount received is a credit side. So what is the word? Discount allowed, profit and loss account, debit side we enter, discount allowed. What is the value? 350 rupees. So profit and loss account, your debit side to discount allowed, to discount allowed. So what is the value? 350 rupees. So you enter 350 rupees. 350 rupees. Your discount allowed 350 rupees. Next transaction, bank charges. Bank charges. So bank charges is a expenses. So that's why we get in a profit and loss account debit side, profit and loss account debit side. So I'm entering here to bank charges, to bank charges. So what is the value of bank charges? 75 rupees. So you enter 75 rupees. Your bank charges 75 rupees. I entered 75 rupees. The next one, furniture. 45,000 rupees furniture. What is a furniture? The furniture is a asset. So balance sheet, asset side, furniture. Furniture. What is the value of furniture? 1 lakh, sorry, 45,000 rupees. You am entering here 45,000 rupees. 45,000 rupees. What is the furniture value? Your furniture value 45,000 rupees. Go for the next transaction. Salaries. Where we get the salary? Profit and loss account, debit side, profit and loss account, debit side, we have to enter the salary. What is the value? 6,800. So I'm entering two salaries, two salaries, two salaries. What is the value? 6,800 rupees, 6,800 rupees. I entered salaries. Next, wages, 10,000 rupees. Where we get the wage? Your trading account. Your trading account, your debit side, we get wages. So I'm entering here two wages, two wages. Your two wages. What is the wages value? 10,000 rupees. So I'm entering here 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees wages. Wages 10,000 rupees completed. Next, if you observe here, there are two words that are the similars. One is freight in, the next one is freight out. So one is freight in, the next one is freight out. Where we get the freight in, where we get the freight out? So freight in means carriage inward. Freight out means carriage outward. Once again, freight in means carriage inward. Freight out means carriage outward. Carriage outward. So where we get the carriage inward, that you know very well. Profit and loss, sorry, trading account, debit side, trading account, debit side, there is freight in. Freight in means carriage inward. You can check in your notes. You can check in your notes. So we enter carriage inward in a trading account, debit side. Carriage inward, we enter in a trading account, debit side. So that's why I'm entering the freight in also in trading account, debit side. Freight in. Freight in means carriage inward. So what is the value of freight in? Your freight in value 750 rupees. So I'm entering 750 rupees. So freight in completed. Next, freight out. Freight out means carriage outward. Where we enter in a profit and loss account, your debit side, we enter freight out. Freight out. So what is the value of that? Your 1200 rupees. So I'm entering 1200 rupees. 1200 rupees freight out. So freight out completed. Next, advertising. Where we get the advertising? Why? Where we use advertising? For the sales. So that means it comes under office expenses. What is advertising? So advertising comes under office expenses. So office expenses means profit and loss account. Your two, advertising. Advertising. Two, advertising. What is the value? 2000 rupees. So I'm entering 2000 rupees advertising. So advertising 2000 rupees completed. Next, cash at bank. Cash at bank. Cash in hand, cash at bank. Both are the assets. So balance sheet, asset side, I'm entering cash at bank. Cash at bank. What is the value? 6900 rupees. So I'm entering 6900 rupees. ₹6,900. So I'm entering 6,900 rupees. What is cash at bank? Next, rent and rates. Rent and rates. So where we get the rent? Rent means office rent. Office rent means we get in profit and loss account debit side. I'm entering in a profit and loss account debit side to rent and rates. So rent, where we get only the rent we get in a profit and loss account debit side. So that's why I'm entering in a profit and loss account debit side. Profit and loss account debit side. What is the value of rent and rates? So 2000 rupees. So I'm entering 2000 rupees here. Once again, 2000 rupees for the rent and rates. So I'm entering 2000 rupees. So this side transactions are completed. So from sundry debtors to rent and rates completed. Now go for credit side. What is the first one? Capital. What is the value? 1 lakh. Capital is a liability. Capital is a loan. Loan means liability. So we enter in a liability side. So balance sheet, liability side, owner's capital. Owner's capital means the capital. So what is amount? The amount is 1 lakh rupee. The amount is 1 lakh rupee. So that is owner capital. I entered in balance sheet, liability side as a owner capital. Capital means owner capital, 1 lakh rupee I entered. Go for the next, sales. That you know very well, trading account credit side, but there is a sales. So what is the value of sales? 2,65,000 rupees. So I am entering 2,65,000 rupees. That is sales. So I entered the sales value. So sales completed 2,65,000. Your next, purchase return. Purchase return. What is the value? 1275. Where is the purchase return? Your purchase return, trading account, your debit side, there is a purchase return. I'm entering the purchase return value 12,075 rupees. I entered 12,075 rupees. So 1275 rupees. I entered 1275 rupees. That is the value of purchase return. Your purchase return 1275. I entered in a trading account 1275 rupees. So next, discount received. Discount received. Where we get the discount received? That you know very well, the discount received we get in a profit and loss account. discount allowed profit and loss account debit side, discount received profit and loss account credit side. So by discount received, by discount received, the profit and loss account credit side, discount received. What is the value? 800 rupees. So I'm entering 800 rupees. 800 rupees profit and loss account credit side. What is that I'm calling? Discount received. Discount received. Next, sundry creditor. Where we get the sundry creditor? So sundry debtor already we entered. Where is sundry debtor? Somewhere we have a sundry debtor, I think. The first one is sundry debtor. So where we enter? The sundry debtor we enter in a balance sheet asset side. So sundry creditor balance sheet liability side quite opposite. Sundry debtor ke opposite sundry creditor. So sundry debtor is a balance sheet asset side. So sundry creditor is balance sheet liability side. I am entering balance sheet liability side. Sundry creditor. Sundry creditor. What is the value of sundry creditor? So sundry creditor value is 25,000 rupees. So I am entering 25,000 rupees. 25,000 rupees. I entered 25,000 rupees sundry creditor. So this one completed. Now we have only one adjustment that I'm calling closing stock. If I enter the closing stock, then we go for closing the accounts. So where we enter the closing stock? So once we enter in trading account credit side, then we have to enter balance sheet asset side. So in these two places, we have to enter the closing stock particular. So what is the first one? Trading account credit side, your trading account, your credit side closing stock. What is the value of closing stock? So 35,000 rupees. So I am entering 35,000 rupees here. 35,000 rupees closing stock. So I entered in the place trading account credit side. Then balance sheet asset side, I have to enter your balance sheet. Your asset side I am entering as closing stock. What is the particular closing stock? So you name as closing stock. What is the value? 35,000 rupees. So I am entering 35,000 rupees. 35,000 rupees. So now I entered all the particulars in the final account. So now we are going to close the account. So first I'm going to close your trading account. So now I'm going to close trading account. So this side total, that's a credit side total. Here this is a credit side. So credit side total, your 2,64,000 rupees plus 35,000 rupees. That gives 2,99,000 rupees. That is a total of credit side in a trading account. So what is the date here? So date is 38th. I think what I taken the date in the problem 36 2002. So that's I'm taking here the same 36 2002. This is a date. On this date we are preparing this account. Okay, now this side total is 2,99,000 rupees, and this side total is your 30,000 plus 66,725 plus 10,000 rupees plus 750 rupees. That gives 1,07,475 rupees. Now, which side we have the more amount, the debit side or credit side? So credit side total 2,99,000 rupees, debit side 1,07,475 rupees. So which means we have more credit value than the debit value. So credit value is more than the debit value. So that's why we get a profit from this trading account. The profit we are calling gross profit. And how much gross profit? So for that equals credit amount minus debit amount. So 2,99,000 rupees minus 1,07,475. So that gives 19,000. Sorry, 1,91,525. So 1,91,525. What is this? This is the gross profit. So I am entering here 1,91,525 rupees. So this is I am called as a gross profit. Gross profit. So this gross profit I am transferring to profit and loss account. So once again, what is the value? 1,91,525. So I am entering in a profit and loss account credit side as by gross profit. If the loss, you enter the debit side, but this is a profit, that's why I'm entering in a credit side. What is the value? 1,91,525. So now you make a total. Here 1,91,525 plus 800. That gives 1,92,325 rupees. Now you make this side total. That means 350 plus 75 plus 6,800 plus 1,200 plus 2,000 plus 2,000. So the value is 12,425 rupees. When we add all these values, so the total is 12,425 rupees. Again, we have more value at the credit side. So that's why we get again profit. So again, I'm entering the date here. What is the date? 30th 6 2000 2002. I'm entering the date. On this date, we are preparing the profit and loss account. So I'm calculating net profit. Here again, I'm using a formula to calculate the net profit. The formula is simply equals to your credit amount 1,92,325 minus 12,425 rupees. This value minus this value, that gives the net profit. So net profit is 1,79,900 rupees. Why we get this amount minus this amount, that will give net profit. So what is the value of net profit? I'm entering here 1,79,900 rupees. That is net profit. So this is net profit. Now both are equal. What is debit and credit? So now you transfer this net profit to the balance sheet. This is a balance sheet. So there is a net profit. So you entered here net profit value. What is the net profit? 1,79,900 rupees. That is the net profit. Now the drawings are 0. So 1 lakh plus 1,79,900, that gives 2,79,900 plus 25,000 rupees. That is sundry creditor. If you add these values, so that gives 3,04,900 rupees. That is the liability side total. Now asset side total. The 1,54,000 plus 45,000 plus 64,000 plus 35,000 plus 6,900. If you make all these total, you get 3,04,900 rupees. 3,04,900 rupees. So liability is equals asset, or asset is equal to liabilities. So this is the preparation of final account. So this is the problem number 6. So this is one of the problem that we are discussing from the final account.